Hello lovely people and welcome to a new lesson. This is Jack Haddad, and in this lesson I'm gonna teach you how to harmonize guitar parts. So if you ever listen to Metallica or Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, just to name a few, or any band that has two guitar players, then you've probably heard guitar harmonies. Okay? Now if you're not a rock or metal guy, you know, harmonies are everywhere, even in vocals, right? So if you ever listen to any Eagles song, you know there are tons of harmonies in there, or Queen for that matter, right? Or any of the, you know, modern bands, probably not that much though. But still, you know what a harmony is. It's when I'm playing a note and then I'm playing another note with it and they both sound great together. So that's a harmony. Let's jump right into it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just assume that you know how to play the major scale, because we're going to base our lesson today on the major scale. I'm going to use the 3 note per string major scale. And as always, I'm going to go for our go-to scale and key, which is the G major. Okay? And then, so let's go again and do it really slow for you. Alright, so that's the G major scale, and we're going to harmonize that scale in particular. So, what is a harmony? So a harmony is when I have 2 notes played together. That's a harmony, right? When I have only 1 note playing at a time, this is a melody. This is a melody. A harmony is when I have multiple notes played together. It could be 2 or more. That's a harmony. By the way, guitar chords are a harmony. Yep, that's because we have 2 or more notes played together. Now, there are multiple ways we can harmonize a melody. We can harmonize in thirds, we can harmonize in fifth. Right now, I'm just going to stick to the thirds. So, how do we harmonize in thirds, you ask? Okay, I'm going to answer that. That's why you're here. So, to harmonize in thirds, what I have to do is I have this starting point, which is the starting note. Let's suppose it's the G, and I want to harmonize that, so I'm going to play a third up or down, by the way, and we'll talk about this in a minute. So not just any third, right? It has to be a third that is within the G major scale, okay? So it has to be a diatonic third inside the G major scale that belongs to the scale, okay? Not just any third. So depending on where I'm at in the scale, I might get a minor third or I might get a major third. So what is a third? It's basically 2 notes up from a certain note, while I still stick to the scale. This is the important part. So that's my initial note, G. 2 notes up would be A and B. So the B played with the G will give me a harmony in thirds. Right, so this is too muddy. Let me play that on a higher octave. That's a third harmony here. So that's a third up. If I want to harmonize a third down, I gotta also stick to the scale and move down 2 notes. So since I do not have space here, I'm going to take that G note. This is the same note as that, just an octave higher. I'm going to go down 2 notes. So F sharp, E. So that will be my harmony, the third down. E note, and then the G note together. There you go. Alright, so now what if I want to harmonize the A note, right? I'm still in the G major scale, but I want to harmonize this A note. Well, basically, from the A, if I play 2 notes, I got B and then C. So that C is a minor third. It's not a major third. Why? Because I'm sticking to the G major scale. If I were not sticking to the G major scale, I could play a major third from here. But then, right, it's not inside the G major scale. So to stick to the G major scale, to remain diatonic, I'm going to play A and C. Alright, let's do that here. So there you go. As I mentioned, you'll have minor thirds, sometimes you'll have major thirds, depending on where you are in the scale. The easiest way to do that, right, if let's suppose you have no idea what I just said, the easiest way to do is to just skip the note in the middle. Here's what I mean. So let's do that using a G standard position. H shapes So I play G, I skip A, and I play B. Now for A, I play E, I skip B, and I play C. Now for B, I play B, I skip C, and I play D. Then for C, I skip D and I play E. Alright, so that's it. All you have to do is skip the note in the middle and you get to the third. Alright, so here's another way to harmonize. And let's pretend also you have no idea, how thirds work. But what you have to know is you have to know how to play your Phrygian mode. Okay? If you know your mode, this could help you. So what you can do is, let's suppose your melody is this. All you have to do is move your fingers to the Phrygian on the same string and play the same sequence. So here's my Phrygian scale, which is on B, and all I have to do is this. So that's the main melody. And the harmony. So obviously this is a harmony up. If I want to harmonize this down, all I have to do is go down, so and I'll get this melody. And you get a sequence here, right? So that's a third down, that's the main one, and that's a third up. So to recap a little bit, we learned how to play harmony inside the same area of the fretboard, inside the same scale, and we learn how to play harmony by just moving everything up, 2 modes up. So if I'm playing on the major, I move to the Phrygian, and here we go, right? And you play the same sequence, you start with the same finger, meaning if my melody starts on the first note of that string, then my melody on the Phrygian will start on the first note of that string as well. If my melody starts in the middle, then I start in the middle. Okay? Whatever you do in your main melody, you're going to do exactly the same thing, but just transposed up. Okay? So, to hear how beautiful and cool this is, you can do that on your own. Record the first melody, and then just play the second one on top, and you'll hear it sounds amazing. Alright everybody, hopefully you enjoyed that lesson. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And also don't forget to download your PDF material for this lesson and all the other lessons. Alright, it is worth mentioning that if we also want to cover the fretboard viz of the minor thirds and the major thirds, here's how it looks like. If I'm playing, on one string and I'm playing them back to back, a minor third will look like this. If I'm playing it on a different string, a minor third will look like this. And then a major third on the same string will look like this. And then on different strings, on 2 strings, it will look like this. Alright, now here's the thing. That's for all the strings except for what? G and B, right? So if I'm playing on the G string and I want to play a minor third with the B string, whatever's on the B string, I got to bring it up 1 fret. So if I'm playing a B note, okay, usually let's play that B note here on the bass. So that's my B note, and the third from here, right, will be a minor third. It will look like this, as I mentioned before, right? Now, let's bring this B up to the next octave and play a minor third. Here's what I get. Okay, so be careful. Just remember that. And if I want to play a major third, that's what I get. Okay? This shape is usually a perfect fourth anywhere else, except for here, that's a major third. Alright, so there you go. Alright, so just a small parentheses. Obviously, we're going to put the diagrams on the screen and you'll be seeing all of that. Okay, and I'll see you in the next lesson. So click on it. It's showing on your screen right now. Click on it. I'll see you there.